Let me ask you something. Have you ever woken up feeling tired, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, like you're already behind before the day even begins? You drag yourself out of bed, grab your phone, check notifications, maybe scroll for a bit, and before you know it, you're reacting to life instead of creating it. And day after day, you feel like you're stuck on a treadmill going nowhere fast, surviving but not thriving. But what if I told you you are one decision away from changing that? What if just 10 minutes every morning, 10 intentional focused minutes, could rewire your mindset, energize your body, and align your life with success? Because here's the truth. How you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. Winners don't hope for a good day. They design one. And it starts the moment they open their eyes. Today, I'm going to give you a simple, powerful morning routine that takes only 10 minutes, but it will radically shift the way you think, feel, and perform. If you truly want to live a life on your terms, a life of clarity, confidence, and consistent growth, then give me these next few minutes. Because what I'm about to share isn't theory, it's strategy. Are you ready? Let's unlock the routine that high performers use to dominate their day and their destiny. Every morning you have a choice, a powerful moment where you decide who you're going to be for the rest of the day. This isn't just about what you do, it's about how you show up emotionally, mentally, physically, because here's what most people don't understand. Your success, your progress, your happiness, it all starts with your state. You see, you don't get what you want in life, you get what you're in state for. Think about that for a moment. You can want all the success, all the breakthroughs, all the abundance in the world, but if you wake up tired, frustrated, stressed, or overwhelmed, you're going to attract more of that energy. Your brain and body work like magnets, and they draw to you the emotions and experiences that match your internal state. That's why mastering your morning emotional state is the single most important step you can take. It's not complicated. It doesn't require hours of meditation or fancy rituals, but it does require you to be intentional, to decide the moment you open your eyes that you will take control of how you feel instead of letting your circumstances dictate your mood. Imagine standing up right now, taking a deep breath, and physically shifting your body, stretching, moving, maybe even shaking out your arms and legs. Why? Because motion creates emotion. When you change your physiology, you change your psychology. You trigger your nervous system to switch from a passive or negative state into one of alertness, confidence, and power. Say it with me. I am ready. I am energized. I am unstoppable. Speak it out loud. Hear your voice. Feel the vibration in your chest and throat. This is you creating a new identity, a new story about who you are and what you're capable of. When you say these things, you're not just mouthing words. You're activating your brain to believe it. Your subconscious begins to rewire itself to support this new belief. And here's the secret most people never tap into. You can prime your mind to choose any emotional state you want. You don't have to wait for motivation to magically appear. You don't have to wait until you feel like it. You generate it on purpose. You create your own energy by controlling your focus, your breathing, and your body language. This small, simple ritual done every morning sets off a chain reaction that ripples through your entire day. Suddenly, challenges don't feel so daunting. Obstacles become opportunities. You're not just reacting to the world, you're actively shaping it. Your mind is sharper, your confidence stronger, and your commitment unwavering. Make no mistake, this is the foundation for everything else that follows. Without mastering your state, the best plans, the most brilliant ideas, and the boldest goals fall flat. But when you begin your day grounded in power and clarity, you're unstoppable. You are the captain of your emotional ship. And the moment you decide to take the helm with intention, nothing can hold you back. Now that you've taken control of your emotional state, the next step is to shift your focus. Because where your focus goes, your energy flows. It's that simple. If you focus on what's missing, what's wrong, or what's stressful, you pull more of that into your experience. But if you train your mind to zero in on what's good, what's working, what's abundant, your entire day transforms. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea. It's a powerful tool that rewires your brain. When you take just a few minutes each morning to acknowledge the blessings in your life, you're activating your brain's reward center. You're telling yourself, look, life is good. I have so much to be thankful for. And that simple acknowledgement shifts your whole perspective. You can't be fearful and grateful at the same time. Those two states don't coexist. When gratitude floods your mind, it pushes out anxiety, doubt, and negativity. It softens stress. It creates an unstoppable emotional foundation for success. This isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing where to place your attention. It's about empowering yourself to start your day from a place of strength and appreciation rather than scarcity and fear. Take a moment right now and think about 3 things you are genuinely grateful for. Maybe it's the breath in your lungs. Maybe it's the people who support you. Maybe it's the opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. It doesn't have to be big or flashy. Sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest power. As you focus on those 3 things, really feel the gratitude in your body. Let it fill you up. Let it lift your chest and soften your heart. When you connect emotionally with gratitude, it moves from a mental exercise into a full body experience. That's when its true power activates. This practice rewires your brain to scan for the positive, not the negative. Over time, gratitude becomes your default setting. Your mind starts to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Your relationships deepen. Your resilience grows. Imagine going into every meeting, every challenge, every conversation with that mindset, with genuine appreciation fueling your energy. That's the mindset of someone who's not just surviving the day, but dominating it. And here's the kicker. Gratitude is contagious. When you bring this energy into your interactions, you influence everyone around you. You raise the vibration of your entire environment. Success, after all, is not just personal, it's relational. How you impact others ripples back into your own life in ways you can't even predict. This is not some vague spiritual suggestion. It's neuroscience. It's biology. It's a simple strategic choice you can make every morning that compounds into unstoppable momentum. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't reach for your phone first. Don't dive into stress or distractions. Instead, close your eyes and find 3 things right now that you're grateful for. Because that moment of gratitude is the launch pad for a day of excellence. Now that you've taken control of your emotional state and anchored yourself in gratitude, it's time to direct your mind with absolute clarity. Because here's the thing, your mind is a laser, not a spotlight. It doesn't just light up everything equally. It focuses with intensity on what you tell it to. And where your focus goes, energy flows. That's the universal law you cannot escape. If you start your day drifting without a clear picture of what success looks like for you, your energy dissipates. You get pulled in 100 directions. Distractions, doubts, the noise of other people's agendas. But when you take a moment each morning to see your victory before it happens, you activate your subconscious mind to work on your behalf. You create a blueprint that your brain starts to build toward naturally. This isn't about wishful thinking or empty daydreams. It's about vivid, purposeful visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself at the end of the day having crushed your goals. See the details, where you are, who's around you, how you're standing. Feel the emotions, pride, confidence, relief, excitement. When you do this with intensity, your brain fires the same neurons as if you were actually living it. Your body starts to prepare, your heart rate aligns, your mind sharpens. You become a magnet for the actions, people, and opportunities that support that vision. Visualizing success sets your internal compass, aligning every decision and behavior you make throughout the day. It's like programming your GPS to the destination you want instead of wandering aimlessly and hoping for the best. And here's what separates high achievers from the rest. They don't just want success, they live it in their minds first. They feel it, taste it, and breathe it before it materializes in reality. That's how confidence is built. That's how motivation becomes unstoppable. You might be thinking, but what if things don't go exactly as I picture? What if obstacles come? Good. Visualize overcoming those obstacles too. See yourself handling challenges with calm, strength, and creativity. Imagine the feeling of breakthrough when you push past what held you back before. This practice creates resilience. It prepares you to expect success even when the path gets tough. Every great athlete, entrepreneur, leader, or artist uses this principle. Before they perform, they visualize the win. It's not a secret. It's a strategy. And it's one you can use starting tomorrow morning for just a few minutes. Make this mental rehearsal non-negotiable. Protect this time because it rewires your brain to focus relentlessly on what matters, to prime your body and mind for excellence, and to give you the emotional fuel you need to take massive action. You're the artist of your life and your mind is the brush. Paint a vivid picture of your success today and watch how your day unfolds to match it. Now, here's something most people overlook: the incredible power of identity. Who you believe you are drives every decision you make, every action you take, every word you speak. You see, the strongest force in the human personality is the need to stay consistent with the identity we've created for ourselves. It's why people stick to old habits even when they want to change. Because deep down, those habits fit the story they tell themselves about who they are. So this morning ritual isn't just about what you do. It's about who you decide to be. When you wake up, ask yourself, who am I today? What kind of person shows up in the world as unstoppable, disciplined, and focused? Then declare that person out loud. Say it with power, conviction, and clarity. I am strong. I am disciplined. I follow through. I am a person who gets things done. When you say these words, your brain doesn't just hear them. It starts wiring your nervous system to behave that way. Your body reacts to your own voice, to the emotions behind the words. This is the most direct, fastest way to change your identity. You're no longer waiting for motivation or external circumstances to shape you. You're taking the reins and creating the person who can handle any challenge, who can persist when others quit, who takes massive action every single day. This process isn't about arrogance or pretending to be perfect. It's about stepping into your potential. The potential that's already inside you but waiting to be unlocked. When you declare your identity, you activate your brain's pattern recognition to look for evidence that supports this new story. You become a detective, scanning your day for moments that prove you're that strong, disciplined, unstoppable person. And every time you find evidence, your belief deepens and your confidence grows. Consistency is the key here. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Your new identity replaces the old one. Your actions begin to match the person you say you are, not the person you used to be. Remember, who you are isn't fixed. It's flexible. It's shaped by the stories you tell yourself and the habits you build. If you want different results, start by telling a different story. A story that empowers you, fuels your ambition, and drives you toward your goals. This simple daily declaration creates momentum that compounds over time. It's like planting seeds of greatness inside your mind, nurturing them with belief and action until they grow into unstoppable strength and purpose. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't just ask yourself what you have to do. Ask yourself who you have to be. Speak it out loud. Own it with every fiber of your being. Because when you become the person who wins, the wins come naturally. Now that you've grounded yourself in the right emotional state, anchored in gratitude, visualized your success, and claimed your empowering identity, it's time to bring crystal clear clarity to your day. Clarity is power. Without it, even the strongest motivation can get lost in the chaos of distractions, interruptions, and the endless noise of life pulling you in every direction. So in this simple morning routine, take a moment to get intentional about what you want to accomplish. But don't get caught up in a long to-do list. That's a recipe for overwhelm and scattered energy. Instead, choose just 3 outcomes. Not tasks, not obligations, but results. What must absolutely happen today for you to feel proud, successful, and moving forward? This is a game changer because it forces you to prioritize. It forces your mind to focus on what really matters. The truth is, we all have countless things vying for our attention every day: emails, messages, social media, meetings, errands. The list never ends. If you try to do everything, you end up doing nothing well. But when you get clear on your top 3 outcomes, you channel your energy where it counts most. Imagine waking up and immediately knowing your 3 most important results. You carry that clarity like a compass. Every decision, every action becomes easier because it either moves you closer to those outcomes or it doesn't. You start saying no to distractions with confidence. You stay laser focused on what moves the needle. And here's the secret: your brain craves clarity. When you give it a target, it works overtime behind the scenes to make it happen. Your subconscious mind becomes your ally, scanning for opportunities and solutions to help you hit those outcomes. Suddenly, your creativity kicks in, your problem-solving sharpens, and obstacles shrink. This is not just productivity. This is strategic, intentional living. It's living by design, not by default. When you plan your power moves, you take control of your time and energy rather than letting life control you. Every day becomes a step forward, not just a day lost to distractions and reactive living. The momentum builds. You create habits of focus and execution that compound into massive results over weeks, months, and years. And because you're choosing outcomes, not just ticking off tasks, you connect deeply with your purpose. Outcomes are meaningful. They align with your bigger goals and dreams. This connection keeps you motivated and resilient even when the going gets tough. So when you wake up tomorrow, after you've set your state, expressed gratitude, visualized your success, and declared your identity, sit for a moment and ask yourself, what are the 3 most important outcomes I must achieve today? Write them down, speak them aloud, carry them with you like a mission, because clarity about what matters most doesn't just make you productive, it makes you powerful. We've talked about mindset, clarity, and focus, but now let's talk about your body, because your physiology is your greatest ally. It's not just about thinking right or feeling right, it's about moving right. Emotion is created by motion. Your body drives your mind, and if you want to unlock unstoppable energy and power, you have to get your body involved early in the day. Think about it. When you're feeling sluggish, tired, or stuck, what's your first instinct? Often it's to sit down, grab a coffee, or try to push through with sheer willpower. But willpower alone can only carry you so far. Real, lasting energy comes when you activate your physiology, when you move your body, increase your heart rate, and pump oxygen through your muscles and brain. That's why this morning routine includes movement, even just a few minutes, because those minutes are a catalyst. Jumping jacks, stretching, a quick dance, or some simple calisthenics, it doesn't matter what, as long as you're moving with intention. When you do, your brain releases dopamine and endorphins, those natural chemicals that elevate your mood and sharpen your focus. Movement also signals to your nervous system that you're ready for action. It switches you out of passive, low-energy mode into a state of alertness and readiness. This shift is critical because your body and brain are wired to follow each other. If your body is energized, your mind will follow. This isn't about becoming a fitness guru or spending hours working out before your day starts. It's about a simple commitment to show up for yourself, to tell your body, I'm alive, I'm ready, I'm taking charge. That message has ripple effects. It boosts your confidence, your resilience, and your ability to handle stress. Imagine waking up tomorrow, spending just 10 minutes moving intentionally before you dive into the day. That 10-minute investment pays off exponentially. You're not relying on caffeine, sugar, or external stimulants. You're generating your own sustainable energy from within. And here's another powerful truth. When you move your body with purpose, it creates a positive feedback loop. Increased energy improves your mood. Improved mood boosts motivation. Motivation fuels action. Action leads to results. Results build confidence. Confidence strengthens your identity. And it all starts with that simple choice to move. This is the secret weapon that separates those who simply get through the day from those who dominate. So don't underestimate the power of physiology. It's the foundation of peak performance and unstoppable momentum. If you want your mind and spirit to be sharp, your energy to be high, and your results to be massive, then you must make moving your body a non-negotiable part of your morning ritual. Because when you align your body with your mind, you become a force that can't be stopped.